Well, welcome in once again, everybody, to another exciting, entertaining edition of the 19th Hole Podcast for Golfers. I'm your host, Dennis Silvers. Hope you're having a great day or whatever you're doing. Hope you're getting a chance to get out and play some golf. It's very golfable here in Las Vegas right now, and what I mean by that, we have cooled off considerably. We've gone from 112, 13, 14 down to the low 90s. Some people may think it's still hot as hell, but for us, it's actually below normal temps, and we've got a few clouds. So it's absolutely ideal conditions to play. So I'm looking forward to getting out myself soon. Speaking about playing, I mentioned on the last show we got a very important event coming up. The President's Cup is coming up in a couple of weeks, and it should be a good one. And I think I mentioned looking at both sides, both teams. I think the Americans are just going to kick butt. I just don't think it's going to be a problem for Davis Love at all. And if it is, something went terribly wrong. But, it is what it is, and you never know what could happen. Also coming up here locally, a staple here in Las Vegas for a long, long time, the Shriners Children's Open at a TPC Summerlin in Summerlin starts October the 6th. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of field that they get this year. They've always struggled a little bit with getting a lot of top name players. Not that, anybody that's playing out there on the PGA Tour, is a hell of a good player, so they're worth watching. But as far as the name players, it's going to be interesting with a lot of them, of course, going to the Live Tour and not coming to Vegas to play in this event. I was told by somebody close to Ricky Fowler, he's going to make it here, but I'm going to check with the tournament office and see if I could get a list of people who have committed to the tournament. And of course, they have up till the very last minute, literally, to commit the Friday before. So whatever it is, it's always worth watching these guys because, they know how to golf their golf ball, let me tell you. So it's fun to get out there. Anyway, we've got a wonderful guest for you today making her first appearance on the show. And we have often talked about golf fitness and how important it is not only to your golf game to help you play better and prevent injury, but also for everyday life. If you got a lot of flexibility, you're feeling good, minimal aches and pains, you're loving life. And this young lady has started a company that does just that for you. So let me tell you a little bit about our guest today, Carrie O'Rourke. Carrie is a Titleist Performance Institute golf fitness professional. She has over 15 years experience as a personal trainer, a group fitness instructor, and an athletic team trainer. Carrie has extensive experience with one-on-one personal training for adults, youth, and women as well as small groups and team training, which is kind of cool. Carrie is the owner of Core, C-O-R, Golf Fitness in Detroit, Michigan, and offers and coaches a virtual 90-day program to improve your flexibility, and along with that comes the great benefit of more club head speed, more speed in your golf swing, and that's what everybody's looking for today. Carrie is also the fitness provider for a very good friend of ours, a very good guest on the show, the Brian Mogg Virtual Golf Academy. Her tagline is, I think it's very cool, she will teach you to own your body so you own your swing. And I think that's what it's all about. So without further ado, let's bring up our special guest, Carrie O'Rourke. And Carrie, thanks for taking time out and getting away from the crunches and coming on and spending a little bit of time on the show with us.
Hey, Dennis, thanks so much. And I'm looking forward to making this a entertaining and exciting episode in Detroit, Michigan, where our weather is a lot more golfable than yours today. It's 70 degrees. It is
Nice.
perfectly sunny. There's no clouds in the sky. My son's already on the golf course after his day at high school. So you say 90 is golfable. We say 60,
Oh no,
55
no,
is
no, no. I'm
golfable.
a hot weather guy, Carrie. So that's one of the reasons I like living here in the desert. But if memory serves me correct, you have two sons, correct? One you taught, or both of them how to play golf, because you played a lot of golf and you were a very good player.
Well, I teach them more the fitness side. At this point, they're
Okay.
so high level that they have really high level professional golf coaches. But this is how I evolved into the golf fitness side of things because I started training my own children to be better golfers. And turns out I love it. And I love the information that I am able to provide people. And it is really fun to help people become better golfers.
Yeah, totally. And that's, of course, that's a quest of anybody who teaches golf or they get into golf fitness or whatever. Carrie, you hear a lot about core strength in the golf swing, talked about a lot. Why is it so important in your mind to the golf swing in particular to have that core strength? What the hell does it do for you?
Core strength provides stability in your body. It's what's keeping your body from flailing all over the place as you are rotating into these unnatural positions. So it is keeping you, even though we want to be flexible and rotate, we also need to stay in place as well. So the core strength is keeping you stable as you're going through the swing. And it really is also holding your back in place as well. So a lot of times when people have lower back pains, there are so many parts of the golf swing that contribute to lower back pain, which is
Right.
such a topic for all of my golfers age 45 and older. But you want to start with increasing your core strength and working on low back exercises because if your core can't support your spine as it's loaded into your hips, it's going to be painful
Yeah.
as you go into, like I said, these unnatural rotations, putting your body in positions that are not meant to be in. And we're not meant
Right.
to be in those
No,
positions.
you're preaching to the choir when you talk about that. I know that's very, very important. You touched upon it before, but of all the things that you could have done, because I know that you're very talented, why get into fitness though? Why training people into fitness?
So I interestingly trained as a civil engineer. That was my job for a very long time. And I coincidentally happened into fitness after I had my children and I was looking for something to do as a mom job, for lack of a better
Okay.
word, because I didn't want to be a full-time 50, 60-hour a week engineer. And time has gone on and it's evolved for me into a full-time job. And the satisfaction of helping people is worthwhile. So that is how I just got into it. Just happenstance by some guy at the gym who said, "Hey, I think you'd be a good personal trainer." He actually handed me some clients because he moved on to LA and became a fitness model. So you
Wow.
have to keep your eyes open to whatever opportunities come your way
Yeah.
sometimes in life. It's just being open to the path.
Oh,
And
totally.
I feel like that changed my life, just happenstance of that person I happened to meet at the gym.
Yeah,
So
so it's you say you're in the right spot, at the right time. That's very,
yeah,
very
yeah.
true. Carrie, and I'm sure you've seen this a lot of times. The guys that I play golf with, are a regular group. They're into the gym and they're all pretty fit, and they're all very good players. But how do you present? How do you market? How do you make core fitness and personal training sexy to the average person? You could go out to the golf course on the weekend, watch all the weekend warriors. You look at these guys and you go, my God, how do these guys even walk around? They're overweight, they're out of shape. So how do you sell this to people?
I mean, Dennis, I just got to say hi.
All right, I was asking for that one.
Well, the technical answer. I mean, I guess those things go back in hand. Sales are sales, and you got to use
Right,
what you got to use.
right.
But so you're talking about someone who is already fit, already golfing. Where do I come into place? How can I convince you to work with me if you're already working with a
Right.
trainer? So yeah. So what I have found is that the traditional fitness programs are awesome. Like personal trainers are great. And it is very important for golfers to be doing deadlifts and push presses and all those sort of things. And I'm going to relate this back to my college golfers, being my own son who's a college golfer and some of the other kids I've worked with who are going to their trainers at their colleges. And those are the same trainers that are training the football players and the basketball players all in the same sort of way. And there are some movements in the golf swing that are not incorporated into the traditional strength training program.
Uh-huh.
And I can talk to someone for 3 minutes and just say, hey, do you do X, Y, and Z? Is that incorporated into your workout routine? And the answer is always no, including these young college golfers who are working with trainers on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So there's parts of the body that are very important to the golf swing that are just missed in traditional programs because it's such a nuanced type of sport.
Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You look at these guys on television, the tour players, especially the young ones coming out of college and everything. All of these guys are very fit. That's why they hit the ball so damn long, and they're all good players. So there's got to be something to it. And I have friends, Carrie, and I'm sure you do too. You have to be committed to this. They go to the gym every morning before work, and they'll say, I don't spend a lot of time there. I only spent an hour and a half in the gym this morning. I said, are you kidding me? So you do have to be committed, right?
You have to be committed, but you also want to be efficient and know what your goal is. You do not have to go to the gym for an hour and a half every day. And that is something that I see amongst my own clients. I want people to be successful. And so as a trainer,
Right.
I have to find the line between what is idealistic and what is realistic.
Right.
And reality wise, if I can get you to do 20 minutes a day in your home, that is still going to benefit you in a way that's going to improve your swing and improve your health and improve your life. Now, would I love to have a client that said, hey, give me a program for an hour and a half every day? Sure. But those people are few and far between.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's talk about like what is actually going to happen for a average person who is trying to improve their swing, improve their health, improve their game, and keeping your body in shape for golf, especially as you age.
Right.
Because our bodies are naturally losing strength
Right.
and naturally losing speed. And that's going to slow down your swing, and that's going to make you tired and crabby on the golf course.
Yeah,
So
that's
if
very.
you want to continue playing after you retire, which most golfers look into their retirement and say, I can't wait to golf every day, you want to start taking the steps that are going to get you there so you can enjoy that time of your life on the golf course. And you don't have to spend an hour and a half in the gym.
No, I agree. That's well said. You made a good point. All right, last question before we take our first short break, Carrie. We know you're a TPI fitness trainer, but do you hold any other fitness certifications? And explain to our viewers what TPI is all about.
Sure. TPI is Titleist Performance Institute. It is the largest research organization in the world that studies the body swing connection in golfers. So they have compiled years and years of data on exactly how your hips contribute to the swing, or exactly how, if you can't pelvic tilt, how that might affect your swing. TPI certifies 3 types of people: fitness professionals, swing coaches, and medical professionals.
Right.
And ideally, we all speak the same language. So if you are lucky enough to have a swing coach and a TPI trainer working together, that's going to be the biggest benefit, because we are trained in the same way. And for example, the swing coach could say, hey, Carrie, like this guy Tom is looking a little bit less flexible, can you retest them and see, can you help them or not help them? And then the second part of your question, as far as my certifications, I'm a Silver Sneakers certified trainer. So I have the older population certifications. I have a personal training certification that I maintain. Anyone who is TPI fitness certified does have to maintain their actual personal training certifications in order
Let
to
me
stay
sneak in.
certified.
Let me sneak in another short one before we go.
Yeah.
You with the senior population and as opposed to the younger people, I would imagine that some of the younger people, for whatever reason, have just as hard a time as the senior people. Am I correct in trying to do what you want?
In trying to follow directions?
Well, and trying
Or
to do
just trying to get better in golf?
yeah. Well,
So
both.
the juniors and let's say the 30 and under and maybe 45 and older have two different focuses. The juniors or young men, young women are looking to hit the crap out of the ball.
Right.
They want to hit bombs. That's
Right.
their priority. So they're getting more strength, but typically younger people are lacking in core strength and flexibility and stability.
Interesting.
Stability being a main one. So you look at a 8-year-old kid, they don't have problem rotating. They can rotate the heck out of it. They don't know how to reel it back in. So the 12 and under, I'm saying really, really young ones, they need to learn how to stabilize their body.
Right.
Let's jump up to 45 and older, which is where I tend to focus. At that point, would you love to hit the ball farther? Of course.
Of course.
But are you more concerned about the aches and pains you're starting to get,
right,
the hamstring flexibility, and the lack of rotation as you get older?
Right.
That's the primary concern in the 45 and older. So the younger ones need some stability, some core work to reel it in. Older people need to work on typically flexibility and speed training because, again, those regular training programs don't have golf speed type of training involved.
All right, very good. All right, Carrie, stay with us. We're going to step away, take a short break. We come back, we'll have a lot more with our special guest, Carrie O'Rourke, who is a core golf fitness and she does it all. She's fantastic. So stay with us. We're back with you right after this.
Want to get stronger, more flexible, fit into your clothes more easily, or even hit your drives 15 yards longer? I've created a series of fast and effective programs that combine mobility, strength, and Pilates that you can do in your home or in the gym a few times a week to achieve your goals. Hi, I'm Janice Thornton, and I'm a certified online personal trainer with JT Fitness and Golf. I can help you get motivated and feel healthier in just a few weeks. Whether it's beating your buddies at golf, getting longer off the tee, or wearing that favorite dress again, I can help you reach your goals. Imagine being able to take a break from your busy day, walk into your workout space, and have an online personal trainer waiting for you. The variety of workouts will motivate you. Your training experience should not be mundane and boring. It should be something you look forward to and results driven. See the results, be the results. Let's connect today. You can email, text, or call, or set up an appointment through my calendar. What are you waiting for? Get JT Fit today.
Are you an E or a C?
Both have Ridgeback.
These are loaded with tech.
Which one are you gaming? Definitely E for me.
It's just so forgiving.
I'm definitely an E.
C is for Cheka. What else?
C is for kill it.
C is me. Low spinning bombs.
So, are you an E or a C?
I don't know. Hey, wait a minute.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
Welcome back, everybody, to more of the 19th Hole podcast for golfers. I'm Dennis Silvers. We're here with Carrie O'Rourke. Carrie, do you know Janice Thornton? Because she's been with us a long time, and some people may think there's a conflict of interest, but I don't think so, because she does kind of the more of the stretching type of thing. She really doesn't work on core strength and that type of thing. And that's why I think something that you do is so very valuable. She's wonderful, but I think you're in a different genre.
Well, there's enough golfers to go around for all of us.
Oh,
So
God,
any way
yes.
we can spread the word, it's great. So
Yeah.
no competition, but I specifically focus on, as I've mentioned, age 45 and older, the golf needs of my clients that have been coming to me over the years. So these are, honestly, they're typically men who are extremely busy professionals and
Yeah.
family men. They don't have a lot of time, but they want to work on these things.
Sure.
And so I've provided the tools for them to be able to keep their golf game in shape while they are traveling for work, staying in a
Yeah.
hotel,
Right.
whether you're home with your kids. This is a manageable piece of the pie. And I focus on flexibility, golf flexibility, which would be the muscles that are most important for golf: hamstrings, calves, shoulders, lower back, hips, and also golf speed,
Right.
which is something that people don't know how to do. And I like to compare speed training to that of a baseball pitcher. So if you can imagine, we are doing similar types of movements, one side of the body over and over and over again, and going from 0 to 100 in 3 seconds.
Wow.
So you want to
Wow.
train for speed similar to how a
Right.
pitcher might.
Yeah, no,
might
that's
train.
that's a very good analogy. I have a reputation here in Las Vegas, in the Valley here, Carrie, of having the tightest hamstrings of anybody that lives here. I mean, it's just,
How do you know that?
I've been told that so many times. But Carrie, what evaluations, if any, do you do with a new client who wants to start your program?
Well, I'm going to ask you one question about that hamstring flexibility. Do you have C posture in your swing, in your setup posture? Do your shoulders kind of slump over?
Not
Are you able to
anymore.
maintain?
They used
Oh.
to, but I've gotten better on it. Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's one thing that you see a lot with the real tight hamstring, because you're not able to like hip hinge this way.
Great point.
And so to make up for it,
Great
you're,
point.
try and see if you can see, curling your shoulders to be able to reach the
Great
ball.
point. Yeah.
To answer your question, TPI provides a wonderful assessment that takes you through the basic swing pattern body movements, and that helps me flush out what part of your body is actually contributing to your swing faults.
Mm-hmm.
So we look at calves, hamstrings, hips, balance, core, shoulder mobility, rotation, and the key phrase: upper body, lower body disassociation.
Right.
That's the buzzword at TPI. Can you move your upper body separately from your lower body in order to wind up and then take that swing?
Yeah, kind of, and I've talked about that a lot with a good friend of mine, Jim McLean, who was the one who came out with the X Factor and all of that stuff. And that's, if you can do it, it's very, very important. Carrie, how do you keep up on your training with something new that comes out, or new innovations, new theories, or whatever? How do you keep up on your fitness training?
Well, TPI as an organization provides us an endless amount of information for golfers. So that is my primary source of keeping up. But at the end of the day, you do not need fancy tools for keeping your body in shape. You need the consistency, and the dedication is so much more important than buying some crazy training aid that you might see. Because at the end of the day, you can do everything you need to do for your golf fitness on your own, even with just something as simple as some bands or your body weight exercises.
Yeah. Stretch bands, I know, are really good. I've got some, and I keep staring at them, and I say one day I'm going to start using them. You know what I mean? But anyway, well,
I bet, is your treadmill also your closet for your clothes too?
Yeah. How did you know? Let me ask you really quickly. What's more of an advantage? I think I know the answer, but I know you do personalized online lessons primarily. You have in-person clients. Is it better to be one-on-one? What's the advantage over that as opposed to, say, a group, a team session with you? Any advantage?
Well, I can answer that very easily because I've been doing one-on-one training for a very long time. And in that space, you are required as my client, let's say your appointment is Thursday at 8 a.m., to show up every Thursday at 8 a.m. And if you don't show up because you forgot you have a dentist appointment, you're paying for that session, and it's just a waste of money. When I put you into one of my group virtual programs, the beauty of that is you can do it at a time that's convenient for you, because this is what I find is people cannot keep those appointments.
Yeah.
And you can do it at any time that's convenient. But also, when I offer you my virtual program, I'm able to provide so much more learning content versus when I'm with you for a 45-minute session, we're not talking about nutrition because we are just focused on what we're doing. But in my programming, I'm able to give you so much more content about even what my own family finds interesting. So what my kids find interesting in my golf education, this is what I'm able to provide to people in this type of format, of a group coaching format. And that way you can learn about nutrition. You can have my tips for golf course mind management. You learn the science behind why you should flex your hamstrings versus me just showing you how to flex your hamstrings.
Yeah.
And you can see how all of these different body parts may be affecting your swing. I'm just able to give you so much more information that you can absorb on your own time, even if you do it while you're driving in the car and listening to like your podcast, where someone might be listening while they're working out or walking or driving. So to me, I can give you so much more value at a better price.
At a better price.
We can add that in.
Well, actually, you just took my next question away from me. I was going to say, do you discuss nutrition with your clients? And Carrie, how important is nutrition and diet when you're doing your program?
So I'm going to answer that because most people do not come to me asking for nutrition counseling, because this is considered a sport-specific training program versus like a lifestyle fitness program.
Okay.
If anyone asks, I'm certainly able to offer, but what I focus on in my programming is golf course nutrition and pre and post round nutrition versus lifestyle in general.
Okay.
So there's just some really simple tips and tricks and data that you want to follow when you're on the golf course to be able to maintain your endurance and your hydration, things like that.
Right.
And sometimes it just takes somebody else telling you what to do. Even though we all probably know drink water, I'll tell you how much to drink, when to drink it, what kind of snacks to have, what to eat before and after in order to just keep your energy and your recovery period after.
Yeah, especially here in the desert, in the summertime, as you know, hydration is super, super important. So I guess you're not going to be down with the beer and pretzels that I start off with on the first tee, right?
I mean, it depends on if I'm hanging with you as a friend or as a mentor. I put on different hats depending on the situation.
If a client complains about a previous injury before they start your program, how do you handle that? They say, Carrie, I'd love to come with you, but I've got a bad whatever. Do you work around it?
So I would say that's a twofold answer. One, depending on what they share with me, I may ask you to talk to a medical professional. And I actually just had that situation where I was speaking to someone for quite a long time who was interested in my programming. And based on what he was sharing with me, he needed to see a doctor, not me. And sometimes as a man, you guys get a little stubborn sometimes, and he just needed me to tell him. And I said, I can't put you in my program at this point in time. Here's some action items before we can work together. And I saw on Facebook like 2 weeks later that he was in the hospital for something fairly serious.
Wow.
So I have to listen to what you're telling me. I don't want to put somebody into my program who injury wise or medical wise is not going to benefit. Right. So that's my first answer. Now, if it's something that is a little bit minor, that is not requiring medical attention or surgery, then of course I can offer modifications to the exercises and routines that are already provided that would be beneficial to you. And those injuries would be, again, flushed out in the evaluation for how that may be affecting your swing. Is your back pain actually affecting your swing? Are you able to rotate? And it's actually your hips that you need to work on. So that's the benefit of the evaluation, because you can see exactly where the potholes are in your body as you're trying to golf.
Right. No, I get it. All right. Last question before we take our second break. How do you know, or how do you keep track, or how do you judge or evaluate the progress your clients are making once they start your program?
I have a couple of measurements that we do, including the plank and vertical jump. So we all know what a plank is. You love it, hate it. Probably most of you hate it, but it is a good, very trackable tool to be able to see if you're making progress through the program. And then we also track vertical jump, which is an indication of power. So there is some correlation between how high you can jump and how far you should be hitting the ball.
Right.
So that can also help you see if you can jump really high, but you're not hitting the ball, you have the engine in your body, but something's wrong either in your swing mechanics or your equipment.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and by the way, the only plank that I see is the one that comes with my salmon on it, when they're serving it to me. Anyway, all right, stay with us, Carrie. We're going to step away, take another short break, come back. We're going to finish the show with Carrie O'Rourke. Back right after this.
As golfers, we want instant gratification when it comes to a better golf swing and playing better golf. Impossible, you say? Not anymore. Golf Boost Artificial Intelligence, AI, has developed and patented the most advanced swing analysis technology in golf. Simply, the algorithms detect your body position and then analyze your golf swing using their artificial intelligence technology. The AI captures all the relevant data from your swing video and then presents you a personalized lesson. Golf Boost AI is the ultimate swing analysis and virtual instruction system for golfers of all ages and abilities. This sophisticated software takes into consideration your height and build, playing level, and returns the ideal solution for your swing. Bottom line, Golf Boost AI is an incredibly convenient and cost-effective tool for golfers to improve their swing. Go to golfboost.com and check it out. The app is free to download and try. Visit golfboost.com today.
Innovation begins at a single point. Elements, each with their unique character. Fire-forged steel creates unprecedented control. Chemistry delivers a touch so soft, combined to create a level of performance previously unimagined. Like magic, the Elixir, the new tour ball from Encore.
All right, we're back continuing our conversation with Carrie O'Rourke, who is the owner of Core Golf Fitness out of Detroit, Michigan. Carrie, if I signed up for your program, do I have to go out and buy one of these silly workout outfits or something?
I guess it depends on what your wife wants you to wear.
Well, I'm not married. I'm not married, so it doesn't matter,
No, you're not required to have any fancy outfits.
Okay.
Or equipment.
All right. So I'd have to do jumping jacks and or whatever. And by the way, do you have your clients warm up before they do a session with you?
I would prefer that they do, but not everybody does. So sometimes you have to take a few minutes ahead of time to do a warm up. But really, a warm up before a physical workout routine is just walking, slow jog, something for 5 to 10 minutes to increase your heart rate and get your blood pumping.
Okay. All right. What do you do if a client, and I don't know whether this has happened to you or not, but what do you do if a client all of a sudden starts to get during one of your sessions a little bit discouraged because they can't quite do this or can't quite do what you want them to do? How do you keep the motivation happening with them?
A lot of it is just the relationship that you already form as a trainer and student, because I'm spending time with people one-on-one, 45 minutes at a time, sometimes twice a week. You really get to know somebody, and there's a respect that forms in that relationship. And typically when people want to be better, they're going to keep trying. They're paying to be here, they're choosing to be here.
Yeah.
And there's 1,000 exercises that you can do that is going to find the same result. So of course there's times where something doesn't work for somebody. I mean, sometimes someone's just too short to get in an elliptical. As a trainer, we have all the resources to find something that works for everybody.
Yeah. How does CORE separate itself from other people in your same profession? Why should I go to Carrie O'Rourke as opposed to Joe Blow, who's kind of offering a similar thing?
I don't have a lot of people in my physical geographic area, to be honest, that are TPI certified. So as far as general personal training, if you are interested in being better for golf, I 100% would recommend a TPI trainer, because that's what we're trained for. As far as any other TPI professionals versus myself, I mean, I don't want to say anything bad about anyone else, but I'm providing a coaching transformation experience versus just sending you 20 exercises and not telling you how to do it. So my program is taking you from point 1 to point 100. It is planned out. My engineering mind has it very well planned to take anyone who's at any level and moving forward in a very specific sequence.
Okay.
I like things to be logical and in order, and step A to step B to step C. And I also provide personal coaching along the way, versus if you go and Google, we can Google everything. Information is free. I can learn how to change my own oil if I really want to. So
Right.
Information is out there, but it's using the correct information that is right for you, and also having somebody that's on your side that can answer your questions, that can send you in the right direction, and that can cheer you on along the way. That the personal relationship is invaluable in any sort of transformation experience.
I agree. That's a very good answer. How much do you spend? What's the average amount of time you spend with your client on your
Well, it depends on if you're
thing?
talking about, in the virtual, that offers three sessions a week. But
Okay.
they are, I offer it's 25 minutes and under, but then I do give options if you're the person who wants to go an hour. Like, you can.
Oh, wow. Really? Wow. Okay. That's good. I know there's going to people be that are going to be interested once they see this, that want to find you. What's the best way to get a hold of you? And give them your website, give them whatever. If I'm interested in getting involved with Core Golf Fitness, what do I need to do?
That is a good question. I have a website, coregolffitness.com, or you can find me on social media on Instagram and Facebook. I'm very active and I answer DMs pretty much every day on Instagram and Facebook from people who find me there, either on my personal or on my Core Golf Fitness pages.
Okay, and then you have the prices obviously listed, what it's going to cost these people.
There's prices for different options out there. This is not the cheapest option. I'm going to tell you that right there. The cheapest option is to go Google and try and figure it out on your own. But at the end of the day, if you want to do it correctly, if you don't want to waste time trying to figure out on your own, whatever your goal is, you hire a professional. Like,
Right.
I just needed a new deck. Could I have done it myself? Actually, I could have. I was a construction engineer, but I'm not going to do that myself. Like, I'm not going to. So whether you need like an accountant or a attorney, I'm a professional who's providing a service, and that's what you're paying for, is the service of my knowledge, my education, and my coaching experience.
Of your expertise.
Exactly.
That makes perfect sense. What percentage of man versus woman do you have for your clients?
I have almost all male clients. I
Really?
don't find that women are coming to me for golf fitness. Very rarely. And sometimes I find someone in like a women's golf group. They just don't seem to be seeking out golf fitness. I would say in general, women are looking more for weight loss and things like that.
Right.
So the people who are specifically searching for me going to TPI, they tend to be males because those are the ones who are looking to make their golf games better in this aspect.
Right. And of course, generally they're playing more golf, than their
Generally,
wives
generally
or
playing
whatever.
more golf as well.
Yeah. How much golf are you playing these days, if any?
I play golf just recreationally with my friends and my kids. I don't play on a competitive level at all. My obsession is exactly what I do. I love my job. I love this aspect of the golf game. I'm constantly absorbing new information about the fitness side of golf. So I enjoy playing as a fun pastime,
Right.
but
Yeah.
I absolutely love studying this part of the game. I find it fascinating.
No, that's awesome. All right. If I sign up, do I get a media discount?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
And all your friends are going to come too.
I'm going to hold you to that. No, that's great. Anyway, Carrie, I'll let you go. Thank you so much. Very, very interesting, very enlightening. And remember, it's CORE, C-O-R, golffitness.com. It'll give you the whole rundown. Get a hold of Carrie, and she'll get you well on your way. Thanks for spending some time with us. Good luck to you.
Thanks, Dennis.
And
I hope it was exciting and entertaining.
Oh, it was. It was very much so. We'll have you back sooner than later, Carrie. Thank you.
Great, thanks.
Have a good one. All right, Carrie O'Rourke, everybody. That's great. All right, one last commercial. We'll come back. We'll finish up the show for you. Stay with us. Hey golfers, I've been a golf talk show host for a long time, and I've been playing golf even longer. Being in golf media, I've had the chance to play every ball ever made. I've tried them all. Well, my search is finally over because I found the best ball I have ever played with, and more golfers are finding the same thing. I started playing with the Elixir golf ball made by Encore Golf. Encore Golf has revolutionized both their golf balls, the Elixir or the Avant 55, or the brand new Vero X1, to where the performance of either will simply blow you away. It did me. If you're looking for better performance and durability with your ball, Encore Golf has it. Don't just take my word for it. Check them out at encoregolf.com and you'll become convinced, as I am, the first time you tee it up with Encore. It's the best performing ball for the price. Go to encoregolf.com and see for yourself. Your scorers will love you for it. That's ONCORE golf.com. All right, welcome back, everybody. I want to thank Carrie O'Rourke for some very good, interesting information. It's all about fitness, not only for golf, but, life in general, and everybody's looking to get better at playing, and you got to, be in pretty decent shape. Anyway, next week we have a very special guest in studio, and I don't want to blow it. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but make sure to join us because it's going to be another great show. So until then, get out, play some golf, keep it in the short stuff, and we'll see you back same place, same time next time. So long, everybody.